Hello, everyone. Happy weekend, Maui. Happy weekend. How you doing? Awesome. Happy weekend to you too. Happy weekend, everyone. How's everyone doing? Ooh, I see a big sister in the house today. Hello, Miss Mikwe. Happy to have you. I'm blessed to have you connected with us. Happy weekend to you. Guys, as usual, start in a few minutes. It's all because of your grace. No copyright infringement on over the song. It's all because of you. It's all because of your love that I'm still standing. I could have missed my way. I could have fallen on the wayside, but you are always there to help me. I could have missed my way. So for those who are new, always give like few minutes for those who want to share so nobody misses anything. But you always help me. Lord, I'm amazed at how you showed me mercy. Gina came out. Thank you for your mercy. Lord, I'm amazed. So guys, okay, so Krista is watching today for YouTube, okay? Gina came out. Thank you for your mercy. It's all because of you. It's all because of yours. And I'm still standing here right now. It's all because of you. Okay, we have a few seconds to go, guys. Happy weekend, everyone. How's everyone doing? And I'm still standing. I could have missed my way. I could have fallen on the wayside. But you always there to help me. I could have missed my way. Could have missed it on the roadside. But you always help me. Lord, I'm amazed by how you show me mercy. No copyright infringement for the song. It's just a regular worship song. Thank you for your It's all because of you. It's all because of your grace. I'm still standing. It's all because Okay, happy weekend, everyone. Oh, Alpha Luke, welcome in. How you doing? So, how is everyone doing today? Where are we all connecting from? So, for those who are new, Lucy, Beanie, and Honor, I'm grateful to be the host of today's live session. And it's always a blessing that we join on some. We come here on Saturdays, rather, despite all our very, very busy schedule. to chat, life happens and people sometimes can think, oh, people are good because you saw them posting. So that's one of the reasons we have a family like this. We come at least talk to each other and not just assume people are good. So it's always nice to see all of you coming back, like people having their alarms. Today is one of those days, like let me say maybe for 3 weeks now, I don't even say like, oh, I'm going live, I'm that. Somebody do that for those who maybe be doing one or two things. So if you join, it's either you are just on your phone or you're waiting, one of it. So it's great to have all of you here with us today. And as usual, we'll talk about ourselves, about us, about how we can do to maximize our blessings. Life itself is a gift. And to me, if you get up each day, you get up, you see a new day, then you have hopes. So if you have hope, you have life. If you have life, so many things can change. So anything can happen. Nothing is impossible, right, guys? So that is why we always come here to like, okay, let's see what's happening and what's new. What can we say? What can we share? There's so much power when we share with each other. There's so much blessing when we give out the little we have. So sometimes we feel like we don't have enough, but I believe everybody has something. I personally believe no matter how bad down someone is, the person really still have something he or she can offer. So yes, we all have something. And for those who are on our YouTube channel, Brightest Light TV, see that's what we always remind ourselves. Everyone is a light, and yes, life happens. Sometimes we're down, sometimes we're up. It's just the reality that we are not always like at the best moments all the time or every day. But again, each day is a blessing, right? So yeah, welcome into all our amazing new family members. If you're watching us for the first time, feel at home. If you're on Facebook, be it on Brightest Lou, that is my profile. Just I think you should have to follow. I don't know how it goes for profile though, but page I know you have to follow. Same with YouTube, you have to subscribe. Just that you stay connected and you're notified each time we have new content, because as of now we have a couple of videos, like we have different ideas or different messages that come at different points. Sometimes we record them, sometimes we'll have them as discussions like this. So sometimes it's just a post, it's just a message that you feel like to share. So we have different posts, different types of posts. Sometimes they are reels, but everything. Guys, I know we live in Android generation that we get carried so much sometimes with the pictures, and we forget the message. Or for songs, we will get carried with the beatings and we don't even listen to the lyrics. Behind every song there is the message and there is a story. So if you get the beatings and you don't get the story and the message, you're missing very important elements of the song. Same as every post. Personally, I don't post to entertain. So if I'm posting something and I know it goes to so many people who live intentionally, or to impress. If you're posting something, see that's something I'm learning, teaching myself, and keeping it for myself. That's the first thing. So, and I believe someone may benefit from that lesson. So, I know a lot of times we get carried with those pictures that are looking good, and we miss it. So just be more intentional that every post, if you're staying on the post, make sure you're asking yourself, what is the message I'm getting from this post? What is the story behind this post before even this post came in? What is the story behind it? What is the message? So that is something that we all can be more intentional to get it each day. So, guys, is there anyone here
It's like we really want to have peace in chaos. There's this song like I have peace in chaos, and for us who like to process and analyze and understand the message, it's like how can you have peace in chaos as humans, right? So is there any person here who genuinely want to have peace even when the boats of life are sinking and the wave seems to be more aggressive? Or are there some people who genuinely don't want peace or don't want to be happy, who just want to be in the ups and downs and be carried with the waves of life? I mean, no. So our topic today, guys, is as usual, it's a discussion. So for all those who are active in the comment section, please let's continue to be active. At least that is something that consoles me to now. I'm not talking to myself because I see good people connected. So it's one way that at least we know where it's a discussion, not a sermon, right? So yeah, and also we always encourage us to share with the loved ones, share with friends. So if you've not done that, we encourage you to do it at no cost, guys. It costs nothing to share with a loved one. You're not paying any price for that, right? So yes, is there any person who really want to be sad, or is there any person who really want to be truly happy? So let's know where you stand. Let's know if you're one of those who want more chaos or you're the one who want more peace, more happiness. Yeah. So yeah, our topic of today is how to effortlessly attract peace, power, and authority. How do we effortlessly? Because there are some things. Oh, I'm sorry about that, bro. I'm seeing a comment that someone says I'm facing actually a bad season and I lost peace. Yeah, I know. It's as I said, it's part of life. So that's why we come here. We don't assume like everybody's good. We know there's seasons like that you feel like life is not it's not fair. Some people say like that, like, oh, life is not fair, but life is just made of different seasons. We have time that there is winter, we have time that there is a lot of sun. So we are sorry, and it's a family. We're always there for each other. So don't feel you're alone at any point. You want to talk to anyone, feel free. Um, yeah, I think I should have your number though. So we'll talk later. Thank you. It's one of the reasons, as I said, we come live because sometimes we want to be so busy with making money, taking be busy. But I believe also listening to me. I learned some years back that sometimes just listening and being there for people is one of the things we also create time for. So yeah, we all need peace, guys. So yeah, how to effortlessly attract peace, power, and authority. So guys, for those who are joining now, let's know where you're watching us from. Let's know who's watching as well. That's where we stay connected with each other. Yeah, it's something like somewhat like mostly the authority part. Some people like, what do you want to do with authority? What do you want to do with power? But for those who are very new to us, also those who have not been watching our program on creative and independent minds, for our live sessions, as from 2021, you've had a lot of videos on our page. We started with personal development rather. So you're going to have a lot of videos related to personal development. So personal development for us was a series. So there are some things that we have said, and some things to some people are just like reinforcement, repetition makes things permanent. I believe in that. Yeah. So this some people say repetition makes things perfect, but not just perfect but permanent. Some of the things automatically become part of us because we've been repeatedly hearing them. So we come here to share amazing stuff. So power and authority it just depends on your mindset. It's going to depend on how you perceive this power. I know for peace may be obvious, like yeah, there's peace, there's sadness, and not everybody have peace. But authority and power, mostly in the world that people misunderstand, submission to as women and love. So many things are being misunderstood. So it's the same thing when we talk about power and authority. It means different things to people. So I always try to do my best to remind us that our mindset really has a lot to do. Happy weekend to you, bro. So our mindsets really have a lot to do with the way we understand things. So, in summary, when we talk about power and authority in this perspective, or to give context to our discussion, as humans, God has given us. I believe in God, so God has given us authority to control a lot of things, authority to take care of a lot of things. So I'm not even use the word control, to take care. That is the word. Take care. I mean, if you're taking care of something, what means you have power to protect it, right? So you have power to protect what is in your mind. You have power to control what goes into your heart. You have that authority to control who has access to your heart, who has access to your mind, who has access. So we have it sometimes to take away that authority. You have the authority to decide when you want to eat, to decide what you want to eat. You have that power to control, okay, I'm eating this, I'm not eating that. So let's have it in that perspective of, or that context of you having some authority or maximum authority, peace in your life, in your space, with your things, with your people. We also obviously have that power and authority to choose who we want to spend each day, each time, lifetime with. So it's a choice. Sometimes we are the one who give away those authorities and power to people. So in this context, this is what we are talking about when we talk about how do we attract this authority, how do you attract peace, how do you attract power. So as I said, I understand that people have different perspective of life. So how many of us, by the way, have realized that if we don't set boundaries, people will use us anyhow? That is a simple question. Like, how many times have you seen that? Oh, I have been used, maybe, or I have done things I really didn't want to do just because somebody said something. So use maybe also maybe an extreme of the word, extreme of words. So how many times have you seen like, oh, you've done something not really because you wanted to do that, but because somebody wanted you to do it, or somebody is is on your head, on your neck, wherever the person is going, like forcing you to do that. So to me, I've come to realize that in this life, if we fail to build the type of life, the type of system, the type of things we want to for ourselves, trust me, we will only attract what I call modern slavery. So when I talk about slavery, it's just cessation of our freedom. So by the way, guys, when I talk about modern slavery, what do you think in your perspective? So let me take a break and hear from you guys. So let me hear from everybody connected. When we talk about modern slavery, what do you think in your perspective? Oh, and from your end. Who's that, please? Yep.
Boy. Well, you want to where you know about it? We never go through about
So yes, guys. Everyone obviously have different definitions for the same words. We are, of course, have different priorities and different perspectives, right? So though some of us are not Emma, please can you guys use your phone? Thank you. So guys, sorry for that little interruption. So we all have different priorities in life. We all have different needs. So though some of us may be like physically free, not in chains, guess what? Some people are mentally in chain, right? Some people are mentally in chain, and to me, that is one of objective for creative and independent minds. There are some things we go through in life, and God allow you to go through so that you help other people not to get to that same mistake. Maybe the way you are thinking, the way you process information, the way you the type of priorities you have. Because like for me, my perspective and priorities, yes, priorities may not have really changed, but some things have been reinforced or enforced. So some people have lost control and authority of their own lives. That's just the reality. Some people are where they can't even talk about or decide what they want to do at this moment. Weekends, some people are where they can't even talk about what they want to eat. They have to eat what they want. So for different reasons, of course, slavery comes with consequences, right? And one of these consequences is sadness. But with all this happening, some of the reason, like Abonjo just said, why people are not happy or why people are sad, it's not because of slavery or things, but it's nature. Out of these things are nature. So a lot of things happen in the way. You know, when things really don't happen to you, you feel, oh, because it happened to this person was careless. Or if I was in this person's situation, sometimes as humans, automatically we have those type of things where we think that way, right? Like, oh, if it was me, I was going to do it better. But trust me, if they give you the full package of any human being, you won't be able to carry. Yeah, but when we see one person, we feel like, oh, this. So that's to say we don't ignore all the pain people are going through, the sadness, the grief. People that are some talking, the people now at a mortuary going to drop a corpse. That is a reality, right? There are people now they feel a loved one just gave it, and that they're saying goodbye is not a moment of total smile or joy. Yeah, though we say, oh, it's a joyful thing when if you live for God, you die here, but it's still a pain and a reality that you may not see this person physically again. So there is also that part of grieving and sadness in our heart. Sometimes we are even in this pain and we don't know. That's why we also talk about it, just creating that awareness. That sometimes the things you go through that we think we are strong enough to handle them, they may be taking us inside. You know, sometimes people are really broken, but they really didn't know they were broken, or they really don't know they are broken. So just to say, it's not everybody who is going through some difficult moment because of the person's choices or because of human stuff, but it's also because of nature. You know, just as people are being born, people also die. Every day, just check, just Google now how many people have died today. Just check that. And guess what? That some of them are people's husbands, some of them are people's children. They are all human beings. So obviously there's crying somewhere. And check also how many people have been born. There's joy somewhere. So those are part of nature. Someone started this month happily, like you and I, but guess what? With beautiful houses, the person may have invested to and saved for about 20 years to build, and the person just one day that house was burned and the person is homeless. What about people who had prayed the entire life, God, I need a family, I need a husband, I need children, and those children are being burned or destroyed in just one day or war, stuff like that. So a lot is happening, and I know with all the gunshots, the killing, the diseases happening, someone who was happy yesterday, as we talk, maybe depressed today. Those are realities of life, right? And at this point, I just want to also say, like, for all those who are affected with the crisis, the wars, the killing happening. If you're connected to us, we just want to say, just know you're not alone, and we know it's difficult. And one thing is, we all have to accept that sometimes this thing we need to retreat to heal ourselves, heal our mind, meditate on our journey. Yeah, you know. So it's not easy. It's not an easy journey, but we know grace, God's grace, is going to be able to comfort and strengthen all of you going through difficulties at this moment. Um, so, of course, all this was to say there are so many reasons that people may not be at peace. I know sometimes people think so shallow about life, so narrow about life. I don't know why. I don't know how. But to me, I think about life in always maybe deep and real. I like being real. Like things are happening. The fact you're smiling now doesn't mean everybody's smiling. And the fact someone is not smiling doesn't really mean the person is angry. Possibly the person is sick. Possibly the person is going through some real time stress. So there are thousands of reasons, the ones that we may not even yet know, that people are sad, or people may be sad, or people will be sad. So, and another thing is, we all as human beings will have stages in life. Guess what? Seasons change, levels change, and Mr. Denzel of Washington once said that to every level there is a new devil. To every new level, there's a new devil. And I don't know if I'm the only person I've realized that in life, right? Once you move to every new level, have new challenges. So let me give example. When you are in an elementary school, you feel like, oh, the good things will just change automatically when you get to college. Like your dream is just to get to college, and when you get to college, trust me, the challenges are different. Like the type of one you had maybe in elementary, and what I just want to leave college. So someone like in my university, we used to say like the University of Mount Douglas, University of Boya. In Boya, there's this thing that UB is a place to be when you are not yet there. So everything in me, as for now where I am now, just believe. Some people will hype, oh, come to this place, oh, you get this. It's good though. But trust me, the way we get it, I just know that everything looks so good. Everybody position looks so good for you to be there when you are not yet there. When you broke, you just want to be as a rich man, but if they give you a rich man's type of schedule, how many hours to sleep, a type of challenges they face that they overcome, some of us will give up on life. So for those who still think or pray that I want to be like this, whatever, whoever that person is in your mind that you're just like want to be, I'm telling you, it's a very dangerous prayer. I used to pray like that. Like there are people that I just so love. Like I want her to be like this person, but now no. I have things I want to learn from people, but there's nobody I just want to be like that person, because you don't understand any other person's journey. So guys, if you're the person saying having that type of prayer, oh, I want to be like this person, or I want to be exactly like this person when I grow up. Be so much aware that if God puts you at that person's position, you may give up in one day. Like full, if God gives you any other person's full package, you may not be able to carry for a day. So it's very important we tell ourselves the truth. How many of us believe that someone can still have peace in dating chaos? Like, because the essence of this topic is not just to say, oh, we all ought to remain sad or this. Of course, life is not easy, but can we even have peace in chaos? That's the first question. Like, do we believe we can actually have peace in chaos? Do we like, is there anyone here who doesn't believe, by the way, that the person can have peace in chaos. So for those who are new, I'm one of those who I have my belief that I know humans cannot change. Okay, Terry said he believe. So it's important I said here, I have my belief that I know human cannot change. So I am not too churchy person, being too religious, but I am highly spiritual by grace. So I believe in God, and I believe so much that even me breathing is God's grace. And I believe that with God, I can do anything. And that is me. It's not me telling you that you must believe that. So that is what works for me. So of course, with that being said, I know and I have seen that my peace doesn't come based on things happening to me. My peace does not depend on, yes, of course some moments should be down, but where that peace come from in those down moments, for me, is not really based on the fact that the things are not bad, or people are being good, people are not mean, people are doing what you want them to do. But to me as a person, is that fact that I know God is still saying something. So when things go as expected or when things don't go as expected, can you still have peace? That is a question you should ask yourself as a human being. When things are not the way you want, can you still have peace? In all honesty, ask yourself that question. Um, it's so much important we understand that as humans, we are not on the same boat all the time. We are not on the same journey. We may look similar, but not the same journey. Sometimes we feel like one size fit all. But what I need now, the message God is telling me to do to have peace, may not be the same God is giving to you. So we have different messages. Sorry, friend is calling, but I'm going to get back to her later. So we have different things that God is saying at different times. That's why I, as a human being at this point, I don't believe in I can tell you what exactly you need now. That's why I used to believe back that, oh, this is what this person can do, but no. Now, obviously, I'm not that specific, but I can share what works for me, and if it works for you, good. That's what I've come to learn, that you can't always feel like you know what someone's need. That's human nature. So I believe as humans, if I depend on my strength, it will fail me so many times. I don't know how many of us has strengths have failed us. Like you've tried to do something and you're weak. Your mind is let me do it, but you're not encouraged. Or good evening, sis. Thank you for connecting. How are you doing? Happy weekend to you too. So yes, guys, how many of us have been in situation like because sometimes I just feel like we lie ourselves too much. That's what I've realized. Like we humans we lie ourselves so much. Sometimes how are you? I'm good. I would prefer people to also lie, like people to tell us they're good when they're not good, or people to look good when they're not good. Like you're broken, and strong people are those who don't accept they're broken. That is the um thing some of us want people to do, but as humans, as strength and knowledge, as skills, failed us sometime. It has failed me a couple of times, and I had to learn the hard way. So you ask yourself, "Oh, God is a helper." Thank you, Big Sis, for connecting. I see YouTube is really favoring a lot of people, so we'll keep YouTube coming. Happy to have you. I think it's my first session. I see you acting though, but I'm blessed to have you though. So yes, guys. Before I proceed, let me give a disclaimer, guys. We are not here to give guidance for anyone to follow, just as I was saying, because I know a lot of time people are not patient enough to listen. People are so fast to conclude and judge. without knowing what your life station is. They already give you a name. They already put you in a box. You are like this person. You are the same with this person. That is not my business. So my disclaimer is, I am not here to give any person a guideline on how to live your own life. We are just here to share our personal life experiences. As usual, your personal life experience can help somebody. Somebody may be in that same situation and feeling, oh, it's a weak thing to be to accept that this is putting me down. By the time you're sharing, you give that person that hope, that encouragement. It has happened to me. A lot of people's story is the reason I get up. Is they're motivated. A lot of people, you not just God, but I have people who journey. If I go through a difficult time, I'm like, Daniel did all this. Daniel went through this. Jesus went. So those small days for me help. If they didn't share their story, I wouldn't be as motivated, as ambitious as I am today. I may have been falling somewhere, giving up on something, on my dreams, on who I want, who I am, taking what somebody says. So we are here to share our own personal experiences as a family. And of course, we know that everyone or everybody here has his or her own belief. That's why I see even these families open even to Muslims, people who are not Christians. We didn't say, oh, you have to be a Christian or it's just for Christians, or people have to attend a particular church. As I, for one, as I said, I'm not too religious. Like, I am spiritual, not religious, two different things. So I really don't pay attention much to church people attend or denomination, whatever word. So, which means it's open to everybody, every belief. We still have journey and we all still want to be happy, genuinely want to be happy regardless, right? So of course we are here as a family and doing our family talks. That's why you see we avoid using words like followers, we say family and so on. So yes, I also perfectly understand that we have different needs. We have different journeys. We have different perspectives, keeping aside that our faiths, our beliefs. We have different priorities. We have different purposes. So all these guys being said, is just a reminder that your journey is unique and don't feel like, oh, you don't have much to say. The things God have taken you through is enough for you to be a blessing to yourself first. Be a blessing to yourself, be a blessing to the and to those that connect with you. So sometimes we shy in because we feel as though it's not good enough. It's in that mess that God wants to pass a message. It's in that mess, you know. If Daniel was not in the lions, then nobody maybe will be talking all about Daniel's story. If Daniel went up, well, like the same thought most politicians follow, or Joseph, the brother did not sell him, and he appeared in a land that was not even his land. We will not. That is a mess, a big mess. Let's be real. If Jesus they didn't beat him until and people didn't crucify him to that point, they will not be like, oh, I'm a follower of Jesus. So whatever your belief is, take those models on your path. Me as a Christian, I take examples like, oh, Jesus, did Jesus live this life? Because sometimes people make it like your life has to be all perfect, no challenges, no, it's a lie. Irrespective of this world, it's a lie, like it's a big lie. Like if you're a Christian, trials are part of the spice, the things that elevate you. If you are not able to accept trials, then you are not ready for the journey. Trials are part. Jesus fasted for 40 days, and after 40 days, that's when the trials came in, right? So if you're this person who think, oh, Daniel fasted for 21 days, and after 21 days, what happened? Did he just become a governor? They threw him into the lions den, but he stayed positive. So it's not a matter of, oh, will this trials come? It's a matter of where is your mind. It's a matter of what are you believe. So those things you believe in, that all those things we believe in, that obviously help us or break us. So yep, guys. Everybody at this point is encouraged to be active in the comment section. I know, as I said, sharing is part of empowering yourself. Some people have some big loads in their hearts that they're like, I can't talk about it, or nobody will listen to me. And to me, I'd been at a position where I felt like I just needed people to listen and not tell me anything to do. And no one was really. I'm sorry, I didn't have people really understanding that was my need at that point. Just listen, don't say anything. So it's one of the reasons that gave me that courage to start a program like this, where people feel like that people are listening to them. You can talk to, you can feel free to share your thoughts here, and people will listen to you. Or you can talk, and people obviously pick something from your own story. So, what are some of the things, guys, we practice or we do that help us attract more peace, happiness, and authority in our lives? That is the question I have for everyone today, and that's the main question, by the way, for today. So, the comment sections are open for everybody. I see a lot of people. YouTube is saying we can't have comments after. I don't know why. Maybe I have to check that. I have to check the setting, but post on, yes, it's still here. But can't post comments to some destinations. So people all the YouTube, because like I see your comments during the live session, but after the live ends, I don't see the comments on YouTube. So I don't know, just to let you know. Because we try to really talk one on one with everybody. So when you comment after the live, that way you see people, make sure that at least we respond to your comments, just to make you know that they are not robots or nobody's comment is being ignored. So never feel like, oh, your comment is not welcome. Everybody comment is actually very, very welcome. Everybody is as important as the other. So we are what are some of the things we practice that helps us attract more peace, like have more peace, in other words, happiness and authority. So in respect of where you're watching, please let the comment section be active. And at this point, if you've not tagged those loved ones, as I said, you never know what people are going through. Sometimes it's so sad that even in this generation, I still see people like telling, like, if you've called me and say something like, I'm angry with you that you didn't call me. You know the comment that I'll tell you straight. Like, it's so funny that in this generation, I see people who get mad at people for not calling them. I believe we have gone past that stage, right? Hand pink waving. Terry, that is comment. What does that mean? Is that in Turkish? I've seen it a couple of times. Can you help with translation? So, guys, if you also while you're sharing what we do, I love for my creative and independent minds, especially. I love them because Saturdays like this, some of them may be active somewhere, but trust me, they come back within the week and still share their thoughts. So I encourage you to also feel free to do the same. Okay, so when you like this, and oh, Tracy Banks, welcome, 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 welcome. It's a golden child. I am born with power and authority. I so much like that. I like this should be from YouTube. Oh God, I love that. Thank you, welcome in. Powerful. Born with power and authority. So her power comes from within. Powerful. Love that. I love that. So yeah, guys, let's keep sharing. So you see, that is a belief system. So she believes she's born with power and authority. She has authority, and that is very important. As I said, we have different beliefs, and at the end of the day, whatever we do in life depends on what we believe in. It's not what we go through, but it's those beliefs. And sometimes, for me, I don't know why it took me so long to understand some things, but some things like I was just remembering a song my grandmom taught me when I was still little. That song just says, "I have a small heart to put my savior," in different languages, in Kenyan, Douala, English, and French. So I'm like, I didn't really understand that song at that moment. I was just singing like grandma song. So by the way, I and all my siblings still remember the song though. So that was a way she had to teach us to know that, just like our Tracy Banks said, that God golden child, just us to understand our identity, that we are great, not because you say I am too small, but inside me I have a soul. It was that. So it means like you're small, you're a baby, but in you there's greatness. Within you there's greatness, and trust me, if you understand that and you believe that, you are indeed there, you have a lot of peace, happiness, and authority. So powerful. So I will go straight now to share some of the things that greatly helped me. To me, the first thing that really helped me understanding that I'm not a perfect human being, I'm still a work in progress with different stages of transition, different new things popping here and there. Is being truthful to myself at all time, telling myself the truth. If I'm down, I accept I'm down. If I need help, I know who to call. The times I call my dad, I'm like, Daddy, this is it. So there are times I still call if just to give that as an example, but there are different people I talk to for different things at different times. So to me, being truthful to myself that I am. If you see anywhere WhatsApp, you see God's own, just as our sister said. She said another powerful one. Queen Warrior. I came from, so I'm reading these ones from YouTube, especially because I'm not sure we're going to have them after this live session. So if you miss them, I'm sorry. So we have uh, a powerful mind in the house giving us some mighty words that I would say these are words of affirmations which I tell myself a lot of them every day, and we have a full video for that for those who are not yet in this space. So there's another, she sent the previous one, she sent that's why she said I am wait, I'm trying to go a little bit up, says God's golden child. That is the main caption. So I am born with power and authority. She sent another one. I'm Another one, I like people like this. Queen Warrior, I came. So the other one is Queen Warrior. I came from an ancient royalty bloodline full of kings, queens, and pharaohs. I inherited my ancestors' powerful gifts, supernatural, magical gifts, abilities to heal. Okay. Then the next one say Golden Chai. Thank you, God. Bless you and everyone. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. So, guys, those are beliefs. Whatever you believe about yourself, I have it somewhere. Whatever you think about yourself is who you are. If you think I'm small, if you think I am weak, it's what you are. But if you say I'm strong, not because I look strong, but because of that which is that alone really help you. So, me being truthful to myself include a lot of things, include the fact that I know some people are there for a season, some people are there for a reason, some people are there for life. That gives me a lot of peace to know that okay, if I know for it's because sometimes you lie yourself like there are people that are there for a reason. You want them to change to be there for life. It doesn't go like that. There are people that are there for a season and you want to convert them to be long term, and that's why some of us induce so stress. Okay, I had a situation that I lost someone and it broke me. I was broken for 2 months because I didn't accept that fact that oh this person is normal, and I didn't accept that that could happen. And guess what? The moment I saw the person's corpse, I had so much peace. And that for me, if I take back time to reflect why I had that peace immediately from that moment and my perspective changed about so many things, is because I came to a point of reality, telling myself the truth that this has happened and this is my new reality. So a lot of times people focus on something that used to exist that does not exist, and they feel like oh this is where I am, but that's not where truly you are. Or this is the type of life I'm living, but that is not where you are yet. There are stages. God can tell you that okay, let me give example. David was anointed, but after the anointing did he automatically become a king? No. He went back to be a shepherd. He was hiding in caves. So that's to say, the fact that you got or you have big dreams, the fact that you know that you have to be somewhere great doesn't mean you're automatically there. So telling yourself those truths at different instances or telling myself those truths have give me a lot of peace. Also telling myself that though I am on earth, I'm not of earth. Though I live in this world, I'm not of this world. It's a lot of peace that I don't believe everybody to be think like I think. I don't think everybody should be in the same space I am. It's what it is. So another thing for me, apart of being truthful to myself and accepting my realities, also having a heart of gratitude. If you're this person who is blaming God all the time, you can be happy. Once we are able to thank God or be grateful for the little things, like, oh, I woke up this morning, somebody didn't see today, and you're genuinely grateful, trust me, you see you have more peace, you have more authority that, okay, so God showed me on how to live this day. And you're moving with that power to know that this day is a blessing. This day is a new opportunity. It's not just saying it, but living in that space. Continuous continuous priorities, perspective, and purpose checks. Sometimes we may be moving, but our priorities or perspective have changed, and having the long priorities and perspectives really is stress and bring a lot of sadness on its own. So for me as a person, checking each time, each season, happy sis, best to have all of you connected today. So having like every checking my priorities every step, every day, every moment helped me a lot to gain peace, authority of my story, authority of my life, power to know that, okay, this is where I am. These are still my priorities. This is how I think. Because when you know how you think, you know why you think that way. It's okay for you not to be too disturbed why different people think differently, but to also understand why people think differently. So that self awareness and self discovery as a whole, it's a good thing. For those who have not yet discovered themselves, you may continue to be in self battle with yourself, not because of things happening, but because you are not accepting your realities, because you may not have the right priorities and perspectives. Another one for me, something that I can't do. If you know me, you know I can't do 3 hours with that, no matter where I am, what I'm doing. And friends have told me that they know that I'm not happy about something is the level in which I do this one. Like praise for me is my best response. Good times, bad times, days I like, days I don't like. Something that is unconditional for me is praise. But it seems like the more you feel like you want to break me, the more I have reasons to praise. So that's just what I can say, because people are like, when something you when you're not when I you're not really happy. It's just the way you praise. So for me, I just think maybe it's, the things maybe you see also your parents doing become some of it become part of you, but also growing up you realize that these are the things that really makes you happy. Like praise for me is not just because of what is happening, it's just something I love to do, and that really gives me a lot of peace and power on myself. Like, I don't know about you guys. So for those who are joining, let's keep sharing with us what you do to attract peace, to attract happiness, to attract your power and authority. Um, so the next thing I do is praying with that season. Sometimes you pray, some people pray and expect that God supposed to have done what I've done, but to me, I don't pray. Praying for me is not asking God to do anything. So for me, praying with that season is just a communication. Like, irrespective of how old I am, I still talk to my parents on daily basis. So irrespective of how old I am, I still talk to my siblings. I still talk to those who matter to me. So if God really matters to you, or whoever makes you happy, don't talk only when you need something. A lot of us, when some people talk or pray to God, it's like God is so far. God is a distant person that is when they need something. God, come and take control. But if you understand what you have within, oh, there's this friendship that you communicate like. So to me, there's another one without talking so much. Praying with that season. I also have accepting my weaknesses and allowing God to take control. Trying to think you know it all, you're perfect, perfect naturally. I'm not talking. Oh God, of course, God makes us perfect. So, but we have to accept that physically there are some things, or as humans, there are some things that we may not be able to do or we may not have. For example, you see somebody who's a dark and me, focusing on why he or she is dark. I, by the way, like my complexion so much. So people have different things they focus. So somebody is short, worry about being short. Those are realities. So whatever you want to call them, some people call them weakness, but I don't think. Or some things you really can't do, or somebody at this age who maybe um is having a disability that at this point it's not reversible. Yes, we all believe in prayers, but the first moment you accept that I am disabled in this direction, or somebody who grew up with, let me say, with a good financial support does not have that support at this moment, accepting that oh, this is a weakness. At this point, I don't have this financial support. I'm sending love to you too, sis. Goods from Turkey and Alice. Good from Turkey and Africa by Alice. Welcome, sis. So yeah, accepting these things that oh yeah, I want to do this, but I don't yet have this. I don't have that. Gives us a lot of peace and power to change to control the narrative. It's okay. This is what I may have to do. This is what I may need. So to me, those are that's one of the things that really have helped me because it's something I didn't know since. This I love a lot of these things after myself um discovering like when I intentionally initiated that journey to know myself more. That's why I had to realize that accepting that oh I don't have everything. Or you just like accepting like we talked last week or a week or two that accepting for example that oh for those who feel like oh I'm poor. Accepting that you're poor is just to tell you that a poor family should come. I mean, a rich family to come should come from you. So it just depends when they talk about weakness. It's just how we look at it and allowing God to use us. So just giving us those outlets to say, okay, this is my reality, but this is what I know God wants to use me to do. So accepting my weaknesses and allowing God to take control gives me a lot of peace. Sharing and giving. If you know me, you know I won't talk much about giving, but I'll talk much about sharing. So if you know, you know. Like I know everybody has what makes a person happy, but sharing and giving is part of me. I will talk more about sharing. One of the greatest things that I have now that really gives me peace is coming live and talking to people like that. And why? It's first to me. It's my story by me. You know, people have your version, but that's not my business. My story by me. So that is so much gaining my peace. Thought that I'm okay and narrate it and you put it in your own way. You turn it upside down, you put it left, right. It's okay. But I still have power to narrate it myself. So and also the fact that I know that the things I went through were not to break me, when you tell people that, oh, I'm going to share my testimonies and I'm going to call names, I'm going to call those who helped me and those who tried to destroy me, so the good and the bad, those who did good and bad things. Some people will start shaking, but that's what it is. So it's me telling my story, and I have to choose the names I want to call, and I have to choose if I will call names or not. So just having that power to share. For me, it comes with a lot of things. So this is what even those who write books, authors will tell you that they feel so much peace writing their books, writing their stories, and they so much power they didn't know or courage they didn't know they ever had. Being around with people that love me unconditionally. You know, the first thing now I do is any person, any call, I do my best to discern what is the purpose? Is it for a season? Is it for a reason? Is it for life? So once I'm able to know that this person is a life changer, this person is really there, loves you unconditionally, trust me, I value those relationships. And of course, that is where I have my one of my comfort. I have my comfort zones. Like I know people that when I just want to sleep, I just go and sleep. So for me, that works a lot. Like knowing those who have been there for seasons, who are there for seasons, who got your back. Not even I'm sorry for life, not seasons. We know the ones for seasons as well. So um identifying the things that truly makes us happy or makes me happy. So for me, identifying the things that really make me happy. It's not what people say you should do or what people do or people like to do. But as a human, if you're able to identify the things that truly makes you happy, obviously you see a different level of life. And my last point for the day is owning and accepting every part of my story. You know, sometimes people think they should you should be ashamed of some part of your story. Yeah, I have the right to own every part of mine, every part. So even the one you don't want me to say, I will say it when I want to say it. So it's my story. And you know, most in this generation that people want to narrate your story and want you to listen to your version without even knowing you in person. So but again, another thing I've learned, so I have to be okay with people's narrative. So whatever you narrate, that's your version. I don't need to come and tell you my version. So I narrate mine when I want to. Like if I come here to share some part of things I do, it's okay. But being okay also the fact that people who don't know you want to still narrate your own story gives me a lot of peace just understanding human brains. The way we work and the way we think. So guys, this is what we call it for the day. If you have I have some white coming on, it's okay. So if you have any remarks, any comments, please feel free to share with us. And if you want to share with us what you do to maintain your peace, to have peace, or to attract peace and authority, feel free at any time. But from my end, this has been a great day, and thank you all who chose to spend this amazing time with us. Saturdays are busy for everybody, and not that. And happy birth month to us all born in November, and wish us all a blessed weekend. We hope this will be we have someone. We all are genuine through life. No one has it all figured out. Personally, I don't. Personally, I still have things, still undone things. I still want God to give clarity. Things I still want direction. So I'm not one of those going to pretend, come here and say, "Oh, my life, everything is perfect," and so I'm sure. But again, as I said, we have different seasons we've gone through, and you have to ask yourself back, oh, am I really at peace, or is this thing breaking me? And see what you can do to help first yourself. Health is wealth. I really go for that. Health is wealth. Sometimes we focus so much on I just have to work, I have to work, but if you fall today, that work will not do you anything. Trust me, that work will not do you anything. And so we all want to really know what our priorities are and what our perspectives are. If it's helping us, if it's breaking us, those are the things why we have a session like that. Importantly, before we go, it's also a reminder for us to be kind to everybody. If you want to be happy, you have to make sure you're making other people happy. I'm not talking about people pleasing, but our words, our actions. You can't be destroying another person's happiness and you are praying for your own happiness. So we want to be kind. You never know what people are going through. Don't maltreat people for any reason and so because oh it's my day, it's my time, it's my place, it's my house. I have to say things I have to say. It's my this, it's my ownership and those type of negative authority. So we all should be kind, and that is why we are light to help others and not light to dim others. We don't need to bring down other people or we don't need to match on other people before we make it or before we are happy or before we have peace or before we have authority on our lives. So we all ought to be intentional and be good at all times. So, okay, guys, bye bye bye. See you all next